General API 653 Knowledge and Scope. What is the primary difference between API 650 and API 653? Answer: API 650 covers new construction, while API 653 covers inspection, repair, alteration, and reconstruction of existing tanks. What are the maximum inspection intervals for A. In-service external and B. Out-of-service internal inspections? Answer: external, every 5 years or, whichever is less. Internal, determined by corrosion rates, but generally not to exceed 10 to 20 years based on risk. Define the critical zone in an API 653 inspection. Answer: the portion of the tank bottom or annular plate within 3 inches, 75 mm, from the inside of the shell. Who is authorized to sign off on a tank for return to service? Answer: an authorized API 653 inspector. What are the standard NDT techniques for checking soil side corrosion on a tank floor? Answer: magnetic flux leakage, MFL, is primary, verified by manual ultrasonic testing, UT. What is the minimum remaining bottom plate thickness allowed at the next inspection? Answer: 0.1 inches, 2.5 mm, if no leak detection is present, or 0.05 inches, 1.25 mm, if a double bottom or leak detection system is installed. What are the types of foundation settlement monitored in API 653? Answer: edge settlement, planar tilt, and bottom settlement, bulges depressions. What are the criteria for assessing, and when is, hydrotesting required after settlement repairs? Answer: hydrotesting is required for major repairs or major alterations, such as replacing bottom plates, repairing foundation, or welding large shell plates. What is peaking and banding in a tank shell? Answer: peaking is vertical weld peaking, angular distortion, and banding is horizontal weld distortion, flattening, checked for compliance with API 650 tolerances. What is the minimum size of a patch plate for a bottom repair? Answer: 12 x 12, 300 mm x 300 mm, if it overlaps an existing weld, 6 x 6, 150 mm x 150 mm, if away from an existing weld. What is the minimum distance to be maintained from an existing lap weld while providing a repair patch plate? Answer: 2 inches. What standards must be followed for hot tapping on a tank? Answer: API 2201. What is a tombstone joint and when is it required? Answer: a repair plate shape used when replacing shell plates to avoid crossing, required if repairs are within 6 inches of the shell to bottom joint. How do you detect a leak in a double-deck floating roof? Answer: visual inspection, vacuum box testing of seams, or ultrasonic thickness testing. What is an acoustic emission test, AE, used for on-tank floors? Answer: to detect active corrosion or leaks during hydrostatic testing while the tank is in operation. What are typical API 653 inspection tasks for a tank with a floating roof? Answer: inspecting seals, pontoons, drains, and checking for proper functioning of automatic bleeder vents.